Today I'm building a joystick controlled micro desktop mill that I designed in CAD and 3D printed. I'll start by marking a cut line in 1/4 inch brass rod using this jig I printed. The brass rod will be used as a solid anchor point for 7mm linear rails. I want a clean and straight cut, so I'm using my mini lathe to part this rod. It's not the best lathe, but it'll get the job done. Using another jig, I marked drill points for screw holes in the rail and the carriage. I was amazed to find such tiny linear rails. I had no idea they made them this small. I'm using a number 50 drill bit to drill 18 holes in each rod. That's 10 for the rail and 8 for the carriage. I'm tapping the holes using a guide I printed and a 2mm tap. Because the drilling and tapping leaves a burr around the edge of each hole, I'm using a bit of 600 grit sandpaper to level out the brass. I was very happy with how well this jig held the rod in place for sanding. I wasn't sure how secure anchoring to PLA would be, so I made holes on the inside of the carriage in case I needed to secure the brass from the inside as well, but it turned out not to be needed. These screw guides are designed to prevent backlash. As you'll see later on, I forgot to add couplers to the motors and end up having to remove them to install the screw guides. Here the screw guide was sitting about 1/2 millimeter too high. I ended up reprinting a new carriage guide, and it fit perfectly. In addition to reusing the stepper motors of my old Ender 3 Pro, I'm also using the 24-volt power supply. I decided to use these rubber anti-vibration standoffs because I was worried about shorting out the Arduino board, as there are pins very close to one of the standoffs. These switches will be used for the up and down on the Z-axis. Pause here so you can get a screenshot of the wiring diagram. Because the power supply is 24 volts, I'm using a step-down module to drop the voltage down to 12 volts so I can power a 12-volt fan. This is a neat little module. To adjust the voltage, you just turn the little screw on the blue box counterclockwise to lower the voltage to whatever you want. There's even a display so you can see it adjust in real time. I'll put a link to this one in the description. It's real easy. 24 volts in, 12 volts out. With the fan installed, we can finally close this up. Working on the Z-axis, I cut the brass anchor to fit the smaller height, but decided to leave the rails at full length in case I needed to extend the length of the Z height later. My workaround was to make pass-through holes for the extra length of the rail. I'm really happy with how it turned out. This time I didn't forget the coupler on the motor. At the time I shot this video, I had decided to use a cheap motor that came with a broken tool I had, but have since switched over to an engraver pen. I'll do another video on the upgrade later, but for now we'll just work with this spindle. Here's where I realized that I won't be able to mount the carriage with the motor in the way.